Are any of you a parent of more than one child? Then you, my friends, will understand where I'm coming from. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests, all I really need to know, I learned from my children. There is no intelligent test to be a parent, even though there should be. There's no licensing test to study for or take before becoming a parent, even though there should be. Most of us learn to parent in the school of hard knocks. It is a learn-as-you-go program. Here are a few things I started to learn very early as a parent. When a baby is teething, if you take your finger and you stick it down in a whiskey bottle and get it just a little damp, and rub it on their gums, it really doesn't help a lot. If you take that whiskey bottle and pour yourself a shot and take a swig, it will help. Car keys can and will fit in electrical sockets. Pretty colors, similar to fireworks, will soon follow. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches will fit in a VCR player. It is much easier to take a peanut butter and jelly sandwich out of a VCR player if the crusts are still on it. Honestly, they go in much easier than they come out. Frogs cannot live long in a little boy's pocket. A little boy dressed and ready for church is sure to find a mud puddle, even if there hasn't been rain in weeks and it's 90 degrees outside. Stepping on a Lego at 2 a.m. in your bare feet will bring you to your knees. Now, as my children grew older, I grew wiser. Here's some more things I learned. If your children wear flip-flops and they run, it will probably result in a trip to the triage unit in the ER. May I have a few friends over? Usually means, can I have about 20 friends over, and will you cook for us and buy some pop? I've also learned, if you keep feeding those friends, they will never leave. I've learned to be a better communicator. I no longer ask, what time are you planning to be home? It's be home at 10 p.m. tonight. I've also learned there's no ish on the clock. You look at a clock, you don't see 10-ish. Other thing I've learned is finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Laundry at my house is profit. My husband and I are going to fund our 30th anniversary on a change from the driver. Yep. For every time I've heard, but Mom, it's only $1, then it's mine. Everyone is more loving the closer it is to their birthday. Everyone is more loving the closer it is to Christmas. Mommy dearest is usually followed with a may I, and you can fill in the blank. Borrow the car, go to the movies, or have money. Large numbers of full-size teenagers can fit into an E150 Econoline full-size van, especially if your parents don't know. This one's very important. Your minor child can cross into Canada without your permission. However, the U.S. government will not let them back in the United States without calling you at 2 a.m. I also learned that collect calls from your children at 2 a.m. from Canada are very expensive. Even though your children are sincere and tell you how much they will take care of a pet if you allow them to have one, they won't. I guarantee you will be awake at 2 a.m. letting the dog out as everyone else pretends to sleep. No matter how many times your daughter says she will wear that overpriced prom dress to next year's prom too, she won't. Children live by, if you don't ask the question, I'm not going to give you the answer. You should always add, are their parents going to be home? At the end of every sentence. Siblings have a secrecy bond that is unbreakable until you take their car away. When your oldest child says, why does she get to do that? I was never allowed to do that. And you reply with, because I love her more, the room will go silent. Honestly, fellow Toastmasters, I have ruined my children for life. It is a job I have not taken lately. I promise my children that someday you will have children of your own, and you can ruin them too. Everything I have really needed to know to survive in life, I have learned from my children. I feel like a graduate of the parenting school of Notre Dame.